incredible and real story. Enjoy.
Welcome back to our channel. Today we will share with you a very interesting video that was caught on camera. A wife caught cheating. Husband's silent revenge shocked everyone. On a fateful day, this man found his wife in bed with another man. He had all the right to be angry, to confront her, and even to beat up the guy who was in bed with his wife, but he did not do any of those things. Instead, he played the smartest card ever. This is a story of a man who discovered his wife's infidelity. But instead of confronting her or seeking a divorce, he took a different path. He pretended to accept the situation, moved into the guest house on their property, and started acting like nothing had happened. While he continued to live in the guest house, he made sure it was equipped with all the necessary utilities. He installed Wi-Fi, a television, an air conditioner, and even a fridge. Basically, he created a fully functional living space for himself. One day, his wife called him to inform him that she had ordered some food and asked him to come and collect it. The husband told her that he was hungry and asked her to bring the food to the guest house. She became angry and confronted him about why he was still staying in the guest house, to which he calmly replied that he was comfortable there and saw no need to move back into the main house. His wife insisted that he return home, but he refused, stating that he would only do so if she agreed to move into the guest house herself. This caught her off guard, and she began to realize that her actions had consequences. He suggested that they could try to work things out. If she were to move into the guest house and he would continue to live in the main house. Surprisingly, she agreed to these terms, and after a few days, she moved into the guest house with their 2 children. Now, every morning, the husband would leave for work and his wife would take care of the children. However, when it was time for him to return home in the evenings, his wife would tell the children that their father was working overtime and that he would be coming home tonight. She kept him busy at work by making him work extra hours. Every evening, the wife would cook dinner for herself and the children, but never once did she invite her husband to join them. Meanwhile, the husband continued to live in his self-contained world in the guest house, watching TV and eating whatever he ordered. One day, the husband decided to pay his wife a surprise visit during lunchtime. When he arrived at the guest house, he knocked on the door and one of the children opened it. He then went inside and saw his wife sitting on the sofa. While the kids were watching TV, the wife was taken aback by his sudden arrival and tried to hide her surprise. She greeted him coldly and asked him why he came since he knew she was busy. The husband acted as if nothing had happened and simply told her that he wanted to see how his family was doing. He then sat down on the sofa next to his wife and noticed that she was avoiding eye contact with him. Feeling insulted, the husband stood up abruptly, went to the kitchen and poured himself a glass of water. As he turned to go back to the living room, he noticed a Bible on the dining table. He picked it up, walked over to the sofa where his wife and children were sitting and asked her, "Can you tell me what this book is?" She responded that it was a Bible. He then asked if she could open it and read a passage aloud. Startled by his request, she hesitated for a moment before opening the book and reading, "Adultery is forbidden." The husband looked at his wife and children and said, "These words are very important, especially for us today." Leaving them in suspense, he then placed the Bible back on the table, walked out of the guest house, and got into his car. As he drove away, he couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness for his wife, who had made a mistake that could have been avoided if she had been more careful. He knew that trust was essential for a successful marriage, and unfortunately, she had broken his trust. Despite everything, he still had feelings for his wife and didn't want to lose her. That's why he had decided to confront her with her own actions. By using the Bible passage about adultery, he wanted to make her realize the gravity of her mistake and hopefully find a way to repair their relationship. He hoped that she would understand the importance of being honest and faithful in their marriage, and that she would unrepeat the same mistake in the future. After this incident, the wife became extremely nervous around her husband, knowing that he was aware of her infidelity. She couldn't look him in the eyes and felt guilty for betraying his trust. Meanwhile, the husband continued to act as if nothing had happened, but in reality, he was deeply hurt by his wife's actions. He couldn't understand why she would risk their happy marriage by cheating on him. Despite the pain he was feeling, he didn't let it show and maintained a composed and calm demeanor around his wife. He knew that he had to be the bigger person in the situation and tried to move past his wife's mistake. One evening, the husband decided to have a heart-to-heart conversation with his wife. He sat her down and expressed how much her actions had hurt him. He told her that he loved her and didn't want to end their marriage because of one mistake. However, he also made it clear that he needed her to be honest and faithful in order for their relationship to work. He explained that he didn't want her to cheat on him again, and if she couldn't give him that assurance, then their marriage was over. The wife broke down in tears and apologized for what she had done. She admitted that she had made a terrible mistake and promised her husband that it would never happen again. She begged for his forgiveness and told him that she loved him and their family. After hearing his wife's confession, the husband felt a sense of relief. Knowing that she understood the gravity of her actions, he forgave her, but made it clear that he needed her to work hard to rebuild their trust. They talked for hours that night, and the husband tried to make his wife see the importance of their relationship. He reminded her of all the good times they had shared together and told her that he didn't want to give up on their marriage. The wife listened intently and promised to do whatever it took to repair their relationship. She knew that she had a lot of work to do, but she was determined to make it happen. As the night came to an end, the husband and wife hugged each other tightly. He told her that he loved her and that he would always be there for her if she needed him. They both knew that the road ahead wouldn't be easy, but they were committed to working through it together. In the following weeks, the wife worked hard to rebuild trust with her husband. She showed him that she was truly sorry for what she had done and was committed to making changes in her life. She spent more time with her family and made an effort to be a better wife. The husband appreciated his wife's efforts and gradually began to forgive her. He knew that it would take time, but he was hopeful that they could eventually move past the cheating scandal and strengthen their relationship. The couple attended marriage counseling sessions and worked through their issues with the help of a therapist. The husband learned to communicate his needs and feelings to his wife, while the wife worked on rebuilding trust and being more honest in their relationship. Despite the challenges they faced, the husband and wife remained committed to each other. They knew that their marriage was worth fighting for and were determined to make it work. The story of the husband and wife who caught each other cheating is a reminder that infidelity can happen to anyone. It's a painful experience that can cause deep emotional scars. However, it's also a story of forgiveness, understanding, and the power of commitment. The husband and wife in this story were able to overcome their differences and rebuild their relationship with the help of communication, trust, and professional guidance. It's a testament to the strength of their bond and their willingness to fight for their marriage. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. See you in the next video.